Hello, Jeff
Hello, hello.
Ashby.
Yeah, just you want to make me host? I'll take over.
Yes, indeed. I think you're good.
All righty.
All right, thank you.
You bet. Have fun. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to 6 o'clock. Hi, heroes. Good to see you.
Greetings, greetings, and double greetings.
It's Dan, the man.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey,
How you doing?
tremendous. Hey, it's us tonight. Yeah, Jonathan's making a habit of these, leaving me by myself on Thursday. It's all right.
Well,
Congratulations.
he couldn't do it with a better guy. I tell you what,
Oh,
it's better to learn from the master.
you know what? Just kudos, all kinds of kudos need to go out to Jonathan. I wish he was really able to be here tonight because we'd be throwing him a party. He's the second ever in the history of Engage Global to reach legacy. So last night, brand new legacy, Jonathan Jones. So yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yep.
Well, I'll send him a bottle of Sprite.
There you go. There you go. So all kinds of excitement. Hey, Rob, would you like to be my co-host tonight? Can you help me let people in and take care of things?
Yes. Yeah,
All right,
I can make that happen.
let's do that. More. There we go. Okay, thank you.
Good deal.
What's
Man.
Rob's last name?
Rob Martin.
Martin,
Okay,
as
That
in
was-
Dean.
As indeed.
that was my grandfather's middle name. It was Arthur Frederick Martin Hawks Wilkins.
Okay.
Gosh, there was a middle in there somewhere.
Do what?
There was a middle in there somewhere.
Yeah, well, middle with commas. There's a Rob Martin in Spring Hill, Florida.
There's a ton of Robert Martins across America.
Yeah.
There's only one though.
I'll take that.
That's right. That's right. Exciting. Just, hey, man, look at that background. Somebody's showing up for business. Hey, Bernard.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, how's it going, young man?
Hey, we're going and we're going twice. This is
That's it.
This is a fun time. Yeah.
Yeah, it is for me.
People coming into the end of the month. I mean, I swear I woke up this morning and it was Saturday. Of course, kind of every day feels like Saturday.
I know the feeling.
Oh yeah. But a lot of fun times. Goodness, you guys, things are going good. So just from a Robin, you've probably done a lot of these yourself, but what I do is I click on the participant panel. I click on it and it creates a panel, and then I just move that off to the side so that my view doesn't get blocked, and I can still watch everybody that's coming in there. And if you want to go ahead and just click on admit as people are coming in,
Yes.
we're going to be getting underway, and just grateful to so. I know you were close, Rob, but we got a brand new Freedom on the line here with us,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Rob Martin, and I mean he just blew through Freedom 1 and was nipping at the heels of Freedom 2. How close was it?
Well, no, I was about 20% away from Freedom 2.
Yeah, well, that's quite a run to have begun
Oh,
and
yes.
get that kind of head of steam behind you. And it just, man, it's like, whew, he passes Freedom 1 and it's like, where'd he go? Where'd he go? You know?
I have a great team. Definitely. I got a great team behind me. And one of them, I'm just going to pull them out, seeing that we're bringing it up.
That's right.
Mike.
Kryptonite Mike.
He also tapped out at Freedom 1 last night.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness. All kinds of
Indeed.
congratulations. Look at that. Hey, you know what? We need to get some applause going here for
There you go.
all that. Yeah.
You know, hey, Jeff, also, Dan, Chancellor just came on 3 weeks ago
Yep.
and, he made, HA1.
Awesome.
Did. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, Dan.
And
Way
I
to
got
go.
HA2, but it all goes to the team.
Well, HA2 is just, I mean, I see how long you've been part of it. I was working my way down. I wasn't going to let Bernard and Dan get out of the spotlight. So thank you. That's a lot of fun here for this. Wow, wasn't it? I mean, last night was something else, you guys.
Yeah.
We had that incredible interview with Dr. Prasad and Beth talking about the electromagnetic frequencies and things that are affecting us. That was pretty substantial as well. So, goodness, great to have you all part of the Micro Daily family. It just feels different over here, and that's our desire, is to make sure that we continue to maintain this atmosphere where we can come together like this and be part of each other's lives and congratulate each other and share testimonies and experiences. We really don't talk a lot about the money. We don't talk about how we talk about lives that are changing. And for me, that's in congruency with my desires. So let's see, Sally. I have to get used to the Zoom meetings. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm seeing that with Jonathan doing it the 3 times a week right now, it gives many people a chance to plug in, and we're seeing other teams, other part of the Micro Daily family benefit from Jonathan's incredible ability to just he's a teacher, he's an educator, you know, he's an orator. He can just he's got the gift of gab, as if many of you know, when you've got him on a 3-way phone call with you or on a Zoom like this. Jonathan does it. And yes, Bernard, they are, and thank you for answering Sally there. In fact, those of you that know Sally, she's got an incredible testimony as well, and talking about her daughter. And so at some point, Jonathan will have that one edited and ready to go out to everybody. But it's my pleasure to be here this evening and open up this discussion that we have about Micro Daily. We've taken some time to acknowledge some of those that have achieved levels of recognition. But truly, it's all about the number of lives that are being changed. And the number of subscriptions is a direct correlation to the numbers of lives, because this isn't a one time and you're done. This, Jonathan makes that point where here, let me just spotlight this so it's a little easier to see it. Jonathan makes the point when he has this brochure up on his screen: daily nutrition to live your best life. It's not weekly or monthly or sometime or when I need it nutrition. It's daily nutrition, because your body is missing this. This is the food that our food no longer has. So let me do this. I'm going to just get the disclaimer out of the way. Jonathan does such a good job just speaking through it. You hardly even know that it's come and gone, but he makes it a point to get the disclaimer out there. I have to pull it onto the screen and just read it for everybody to make sure that this is taken care of, because I know these are being recorded. These statements and comments have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This information is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Engage Global does not claim that our products diagnose, treat, cure, heal, or prevent any disease or injury. Engage Global's products do, however, address our deficiencies and provide our bodies with the nutrition that we are lacking. So having taken care of the legal matters, the format that I usually like to follow is we have a couple of testimonials just to begin with. And I'd like to start one out tonight. This was one that I captured, probably about a month ago at this point, maybe just a little longer. Janice Williamson came on and she shared, and this is, many of you know her. She's been on some of our Lunch and Learns and even the testimonial call with Dr. Prasad. But this is just 3 days I believe, after she started the Micro Daily. And I just, it was just a rare moment where we caught her on camera and she was able to just share from her heart. And so let me go over and pluck this one out of my library. But this is Janice Williamson. We'll begin this way tonight. So
I was introduced to the Micro Daily just 3 days ago. I have a condition that's called chronic lymphedema. It stemmed from when I was 9 years old. I had a hairline fracture and it was misdiagnosed, mistreated. And I was an avid athlete in high school, had recurring injuries, and I was bitten by a spider when I was 16. Anyway, the limb used to swell and go down, swell and go down. Throughout the years, it turned into chronic lymphedema. I took the Micro Daily 3 days ago. I just took one tablet that afternoon. And while we were on the phone, generally, I do not sweat. And when my metabolism is awakened, it's just like someone's turned the faucet on and it's nonstop. So while we were on the phone, Sister Paulette said, something wrong with her, something wrong with her. What's going on? You know, what have you? The palms of my hands began to sweat and the soles of my feet began to sweat like they used to when I was younger. And anyway, I was able to, with the chronic lymphedema, I was able to stand straight up and walk across the room without being bent over. And yesterday, as Dr. Piccola was on the line with us, I told her I was standing on the chronic lymphedema side on the left foot with my right foot leg extended out behind me, up and down. I could lift it and without recourse. And I was able to move it around, standing on one foot, barely holding on to the countertop. So this morning, I was able to get in the bed. Generally, when I get in the bed, I toss and turn half of the night. I can't tell you when I went to sleep. I know I laid down about 2:30 this morning because I had some work to do. But anyway, I laid down about 2:30 this morning. When I woke up, it was 7:30. Light was still on the table. I was face down or what have you, knocked out and everything. So when I was able, I got up this morning to begin to take the Micro Daily because I've been taking it twice a day. Today was the first time of taking it early in the morning. So I took it at 8:23 this morning. I feel absolutely fabulous. I'm able to lift my hands, to wave them and everything, you know, something that I hadn't been able to do in years, let alone weeks. And I'm grateful for the, I'm trying to be I'm trying to keep it together. But nevertheless, like I said yesterday to Dr. Piccola as well as Ms. Brenda and Sister Paulette while we were online, that you know, people used to talk about me and my testimony and everything, but take a look at me now. But wait and see what the end result is going to be.
Isn't that fun? I mean, it's just 3 days, and she's noticing that big a difference in her body. I just love that when we approach that deficiency in any bodies that are out there, we approach that efficiency with the Micro Daily and just start to correct it. Even just as she mentioned, one pill, and her body starts to sweat, and it's just pretty amazing what we're seeing with these products, with Micro Daily products. So I know we got about 30 people on tonight, and there's some people that may not even know what Micro Daily is. But before I get into what the product is, let me just share one other experience. And this was also from about just 2 months ago. So these have just both been in the last 90 days. But this lady, you'll get a chance to meet her. She actually gave this testimony during testimonial call that we had with Dr. Prasad, because every fourth Wednesday, we get the opportunity with Dr. Prasad listening and participating there with us to just go through all of the experiences that the people are having. And it's such a rewarding evening for him that it is just, it's amazing. But you'll see at the end, Dr. Prasad comes on and actually acknowledges this. And then we're going to go into a little bit about the product, and I'm going to share a video with you about Dr. Prasad and his desire to see the success that people are having. So just a moment. Let me get this going. This is Miss Sonia Barnes. So.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sonia Barnes. I must say, hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Praise the Lord. Yes, sir. But I'm very excited, as you can tell. When I received a call from Vanessa Lawrence, this is like the second week, 2 weeks ago, the third week this week. Vanessa called and invited me to the Zoom like tonight. Some of you are invited here tonight. That's what happened. When she invited me, I joined, and Dr. Prasad was giving this great information about the microdaily. And I don't know if you all remembered when I typed inside the chat, how can I get this? And somebody said, get back to the person who invited you here. I got back to Vanessa the next day, and I said, Vanessa, I need this thing. Why? Because my knee was so swollen, and the doctor told me that I need to have a knee replacement. So I went to two orthopedics. The first one, I went there twice. The third time I went, they said, Sonia, there's nothing I can do for you. Okay. So when the doctor told me that I need a knee replacement, in my heart, I said, oh no, there must be another way out. Anyhow, I made an appointment with my second orthopedics to go and see what's wrong with this knee. So in the meantime, while Vanessa, we ordered the microdaily EMF, the microdaily boost, the microdaily brain boost, and the microdaily hydro. When I got it, I started taking it. And about 3 days, a friend called me and said, Sonia, I have something to share with you. There is this girl in Jamaica by the name of Tracy. I heard she had a stroke and she's taken this thing and it made her well. I said, what is that thing? She said, microdaily. I said, microdaily, girl, I'm taking microdaily. She said, what? You taking it and you didn't share it with me? I said, I didn't know what to share because I know I took it for a couple of days. My energy level went up, but there's nothing else to tell. So anyhow, I took it for another maybe 3 days. And one morning I woke up and when I looked, my swelling was gone. I got up off my bed. I wasn't feeling any pain. So anyhow, I started feeling very well about myself. And then when I went to my appointment with the doctor, the second orthopedist, I said, doctor, after he did all the x-ray and everything, I said, doctor, what is the status on my knee? He said, Sonia, you only have a little arthritis in it. I said, that's it? He said, yeah. I said, doctor, I opened up my phone. I said, doctor, no, before I opened my phone, I said, doctor, do you know that 3 weeks ago, I made the appointment to come and see you today because I want to have the fluid removed from my knee and to think about knee replacement, and somebody introduced this thing to me. And then I opened my phone. I said, doctor, this is it. Microdaily EMF, microdaily eye boost, microdaily brain boost, and microdaily hydro. He said, microdaily. And then he looked at it. He said, Dr. Prasad. I said, yeah. He said, Sonia, here's my personal email. Email this to me. So let me tell you all something. Microdaily work. It does work. I had not gone to church in almost 5 weeks because my knee was so swollen I could hardly walk. The last time I went, I was wearing slippers. And let me tell you something. You know, I should really prepare myself to really let you see my face. I walked into my church Sunday morning, honey, and I gave my testimony. I did not tell them what I took. All I said that God is still leading people for the healing of the nation, giving them the knowledge to compile these nutrients. And I said, if you want to know what I took, because you all knew that I could not walk into this house. And after church, about 4 people came to me and said, can I have the information about what you were talking about? And I gave them the information. So far, I had like one person today and one yesterday signed up for this because it worked. I told somebody that it is said that people will always be sick. And sometimes people, they when the right news hit them, because they were so bamboozled and robbed from things, they ignore everything. But when the right information hit them, sometimes they ignore it. But let me tell you something, people, this thing worked. This thing worked for the 68, soon be 69-year-old mama from Jamaica, Montego Bay. It is working. I was running up my stairs the other day. My kids could not believe it. So hello, it worked. Thank you all very much. And for those of you who are on the line and you are hearing me, it worked.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Prasad. God bless you. Thank
How can you just not have a smile on your face after that? I find myself, I've listened to that testimony so many times, and the statement that she makes, I was feeling very well about myself, and it's just it's such a catch-all that can so many times. And then she talks about how so many of us have been exposed to so many things, and that term bamboozled by all of the other stuff that's out there. Well, this is different. It's exciting to be part of the Micro Daily family and discussing these things here tonight. So thank you for investing some of your evening as we go through it. I'm going to hold this booklet up in front. I did earlier reference that this is daily nutrition to live your best life. The reason I like holding up a hard copy of this is because it is something that every one of you can acquire. You can get this. It's not only talking about the purpose, it's talking about when the product was created and who created it. So all of this is in 32 pages of documentation, and you can get 10 of them for $12. So you're looking at $1.20, and there's a place there on the back of it where you can put your own information. You can put a sticker on that, and you can hand them out. Today we were at the hot springs earlier, and I handed one to the owner of the hot springs. He had gotten one several months ago, had read through it, and he says, can I start sharing this with some other people? He says, I've kind of ruined the booklet that you gave me. Do you have another one? Because I want to have it sent over to my brother in Cheyenne. And so there you go. All of the information is there. The products are there. It's just missing the latest two, and those are the incredible collagen daily, and then the latest, the probiotic boost product. So those are the only two products that are missing from this booklet. But it's an incredible way of sharing this information with everybody. And that's what I do. I sat down with Dan, the owner of the hot springs, here several months back, and I just started thumbing through it, just like I'm going to do with you right now. Just take a moment or so and go through it. When I pull it open, when I open it up, it's going to open up to what differentiates us from every other supplement out on the market. And there's sometimes that this is where I just start in the booklet. So as I open this up, it says CQF is what sets us apart. It stands for the right combination of ingredients, the right quantity of ingredients, and the right form of the ingredients. And oftentimes the reason I'll start here is because most people have already taken a multivitamin, or they've got one in their medicine cabinet or on their dresser or in one of their cabinets in their kitchen. It's there. And so I say, I want to point out the differences first. And then I'll go into some of the history. But if you look over there on combination, it says never combine vitamin C with copper, manganese, or iron. Dr. Prasad's products do not combine vitamin C with copper, manganese, or iron in the same capsule. Scientists have known for many years that combining these ingredients causes a chemical reaction that creates free radicals, which are the enemies of our health. If you need to take iron, take it 2 hours before or after taking Micro Daily. So a lot of times I'm saying, hey, you know what? Even that that national brand out there, one a day. I mean, it actually fails on 2 of Dr. Prasad's suggestions. It has iron in it, along with vitamin C. But I'm going to go back 1 page here in this science booklet and point out this significant difference. So right across from the young lady that is swallowing the capsule, she's got it there just almost ready in her mouth. It says twice daily dosing. Now, I'm just reading directly from the booklet, and this is something that I did with Dan several months ago. I says, Dr. Prasad's research revealed that 2 times per day dosing maximizes the effectiveness of micronutrients and supplementation. Well, like, hello, most of us can agree with that, but look how this sentence goes on here in that paragraph. Research shows that dosing once a day may cause high fluctuations in antioxidant levels in your body that may markedly alter gene expression and increase the chance of cell mutation, which can be the source of disease and illness. So twice daily supplementation keeps your body fed all day long and can decrease the risk of altered gene expression and cell mutation. So I don't know about you, but the last thing I want to happen is any cell mutation going on or the wrong gene expression. And so I appreciate that about Dr. Prasad. He's kind of given us a standard. First of all, do they tell you take it at least twice a day? Second of all, does it have a combination of vitamin C and iron or copper or manganese? Those are 2 right out of the gate you can get. Check. And if they don't meet those 2 qualifications, they're dealing with some bad science. Some people just shorten that up to BS, but we've got that. We've got Dr. Prasad because he understands, he gets it. He knows how our bodies recognize micronutrients, and we've got it. So as I pull up that science booklet, it does say at the bottom of it there, this is right on the cover, the world's most scientifically validated micronutrient supplements. And that's a mouthful, but we can back it up. If we go on to the very next page, as we open it up, there was a purpose. The Micro Daily was originally created to protect and to sustain. Nothing in that says, and to market it and to put it online and to put it on the store shelves or wherever you would normally purchase your supplements from. This was designed with one purpose. Well, designed for one group of individuals with 2 purposes: to protect and to sustain. And you can, if you're sharing this with somebody, just point that out, look, just point at the picture, point at that original military micronutrient formulation. And right there, you can see that that's twice a day dosing. It's 2 in the morning and 2 in the evening of every day. And then you read this paragraph, not just to protect, but also to sustain our troops. The U.S. military asked Dr. Kedar Prasad, PhD, the world's foremost expert on micronutrition and supplementation, to develop a supplement that could provide a singular daily source of nutritional defense and nourishment for U.S. troops. So even back then, they started out and the premise was we want to just have a singular source. Dr. Prasad says, well, you can have one source, but it's going to be 2 capsules in the morning. And it's going to be 2 capsules in the evening. So pretty incredible when we really dig into it and understand the purpose that is behind the creation of this product. We can go on right now next to the timeline. When was this created? We know it started with a purpose, and now this is when. You can read through these things on your own. If you don't have a copy of this science booklet, just ask the individual who invited you on and gave you this link to send you a PDF copy, a digital copy like I am going through right now. The other exciting thing is that we have access to all of this validation. In fact, just there on the, just bear with me. I'm going to once again read, because this is what I did with Dan, the owner of the hot springs here several months back. I just read this. Dr. Prasad conducted 17 lectures to military scientists and worked with Congress for 2 years to gain approval for the funding necessary to complete the scientific validation process for Micro Daily. 6 years and 14 clinical studies later, Dr. Prasad successfully demonstrated that Micro Daily is indeed the world's most scientifically validated micronutrient supplement. So why was it that they reached out to Dr. Prasad out of any other scientists on Earth? Well, it has to do a lot with his background. World's first radiation biologist back in 1963. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the next 2.5, 3 minutes and let Dr. Prasad introduce himself to you. And I just want you, I mean, he's dressed up in a tie, and we know we never see him in a tie, but notice also this picture of him and then the video that we're going to see here in just a moment. He actually looks younger today at 3 months away from 88 years old than he does back when we took this picture and had him create this video. So I'll see you on the other side of this video, but just here's a little bit about Dr. Prasad and understand how excited he is when he can hear people's experiences about how the microdaily is helping them. So here it is. I'll see you in about 3 minutes.
Oh, my friend, I'm Dr. Kedar Prasad. During my career as a radiation biologist at the prestigious Brookhaven National Laboratory in Long Island, New York, I became convinced that the right combination of vitamin and micronutrient could result in a groundbreaking formulation that could fight oxidative stress and inflammation. As many know, those are the sources of most chronic diseases. Not long after this, I became the chief scientist and formulator of that groundbreaking micronutrient formulation. Today, that formulation is known as MicroDaily. Once MicroDaily was developed, it became clear that this formulation could potentially assist military personnel who suffered from the toxic effect of war. With a $24 million grant funded by the Department of Defense and private investor, I led the research team that validated MicroDaily's efficacy. The benefits of MicroDaily have proven to be much more than I originally thought possible. Through MicroDaily's CQF standard, which stands for combination, quantity, and form, the right combination of antioxidant micronutrient in the proper quantity using the specific natural biological form helps to support the body's ability to unlock its full potential by maximizing absorption and delivering maximum results. MicroDaily is the formula that is most near and dear to my heart, and it presents an achievement I hope will ultimately benefit all mankind. For this reason, I joined Engage Global as their Chief Scientific Officer. Knowing David Nemelka to be an honest and sincere individual, I knew he would help to get my formula into the lives of as many people as possible. It had been an honor to hear from so many who have benefited from this formula, and I look forward to hearing your success story. Thank you very much.
Isn't that just sweet? I mean, he talks about this formula being near and dear to his heart, and you can just imagine the number of years that he put into the creation of it. And then for him to be honored in such a way that his name is on every one of our products. It says formulated by Dr. Kedar N. Prasad. Incredible. Just released a book on dementia, memory issues, and it's available on Amazon as we speak. In fact, mine's on its way. It'll be here on the 7th, so a week from today. I'll get a copy of it. It is incredible that we have access to such an incredible world-renowned scientist who is a product of his products. That just, it speaks volumes. I have been in other companies, experienced other products throughout my last 34 years of being in the network marketing industry. And I look at some of the formulators or those who created it. Some of them, yes, some of them, it's like, oh, you just don't even want to know their background. You don't want to know what they're struggling with. And I was aware of one situation where it's that particular formulator is no longer with us, just because of issues, and certainly didn't make it to almost 88 years old like Dr. Prasad. And so I'm just grateful that we have access to him. Um, that's as much of the presentation as I feel like right now I'd like to go into. Are there questions or are there comments from anybody else that is here with us live today? We're looking about close to 36 of us that are here tonight. Any questions or would somebody like to share? Looks like we've got Errol up here. If you want to go ahead and I will pull you up onto the screen and you can ask your question or share your experiences.
It's just an experience, Jeff. I've been using the product maybe for a good 3 months now, and I've been educated each week. I know there's a business function of it, but I've been educated each week. And when I start to see TV commercials that speak about collagen or speak about free radicals, I can understand. And when I hear the presenters present their products, it doesn't make sense. Some of the things they're talking about, and then some of the things they do talk about, because of yourself and Jonathan, Dr. Prasad, and others, I'm able to understand the value of the product. I'm telling you, I'm sold on EMF. I started with green, went to purple. I'm sold on EMF, and I understand the value of each one. I'm sold on collagen. I am sold on pre and the probiotics. I see what it has done with me and my body. And it comes like drinking water. I've never drank as much water as I have, maybe because I'm here in Florida. I work outside, it's hot. But the products, they're top notch. And I just want to give my shout out for the products. And each week and listen to testimonials and Dr. Prasad, yourself, the passion that you have, the business side will come. This is the health side of it that I'm appreciating. So I do want to thank everyone here. I think yesterday you had 164 in attendance and listening to that presentation. So
wow.
I just want to take my hat off and say thank you. You will be getting a phone call from me because I have a few people that have questions that you will be able to answer for me. So, but thank you all.
Absolutely, and thanks for making that correlation between once you know, and you're now questioning others' approach to health. And so thank you for sharing that with us. And I just want to also explain that this is the format. It's just bring individuals to these calls. We answer questions. We can do three-way phone calls like you just mentioned. And I can tell you right now, we were just celebrating Jonathan for having achieved legacy, the second legacy ever in the history of the company. I mean, we were legacies as they created the position, but we've had Miss Coraline Chavez 2 months ago, and then Jonathan last night that reached that. And I look at the success of those two individuals, the last two that have reached that a position of legacy. Both of them are doing 3 Zoom calls a week. There is something about that. And so you've seen it, you've experienced it, you understand. And so the success model, Errol, is just bring your guests to here. And then, the business side of it will come. I appreciate your leaning into it, education, and share it with others. All right. Thank you. You absolutely. All right. So we've got a couple of hands up here. Doris Kreider, and then Sister Belinda. Doris, go ahead. You were on the other night.
Yes, Jeff, and thank you
so
much for having those 2 testimonies. That's going to help me tremendously. I've already ordered the products, as I said before, and I'm just waiting on them to get to me. And I believe in being a product of the product. And so that's, like the gentleman just said, I'm not rushed, and I like the way that y'all don't rush people into like the money side or whatever. I want to learn. I want to really know what I'm doing, what the products are, what they contain, all of that. There's so many people that can benefit from these products. And I want to be, that's just like a ministry to me. That just being, I've always been help in a help ministry. And that is, just what I do. And I'm just looking so forward to being able to share, to be able to be an example. Anybody that knows me, and in the last 5 years, I've had a total change. And I'm experiencing this lymphedema, and it's not good at all. And then my knees are bone on bone. And, I've always been an outgoing person, and I can't go into the stores or do anything, that I usually do. Just, it really makes me thankful for little things,
Wow.
So I just wanted to thank you for
You bet.
let me hear those testimonies, and I'm gonna be here for the rest of my life.
You guys, thank you. And you can hear like I am in Doris's voice, and feel the truth that's coming through that, because we don't just hear truth, we feel truth. And we know Doris is going to be with us because she's this excited right here in the beginning, hasn't even received her products yet, but just has been caught up in the experiences of others and these educational moments that we have to be together. So yes, as soon as yours arrives, please keep us in the loop. And just like Janice, who came right on day 3 and emotionally started talking about the difference. Thank you, Doris, for being here. So, Belinda, let's go with you before we start bringing this in for a landing. Go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, Brother Jeff, you and your wife, and everyone here. I have a question. Well, really is, I guess it's a question. I have a family member, one of my brothers. He just been recently diagnosed with congested heart failure and edema. He'd go out there to work during the day, and I guess after like 4 or 5 hours, his feet were swollen. Now he's in the hospital. They admitted him maybe like about 4 days ago, but it might be a week now. They diagnosed him with congestive heart failure. They, as of yet, have not been able to admit him to the heart hospital here in Virginia in the Hampton Roads area, because it's like a waiting list. I guess it's a lot of people right now experiencing heart conditions. So he's at a regular hospital, I guess a non-heart specialized hospital. And so they're basically just giving him Lasix and a little something for his heart. Because I asked him, what was he taking? And so he said, well, he's still waiting to get to the heart hospital for them to transport him there, because he's on a waiting list. And I'm like, wow. And, because that's why I was asking him, what was he taking? Because I told him, I said, you really need to get on this Micro Daily to help you out. And I'm like, you just sitting over there in the house, laying over there.
You know what would be really good for him? This would be my suggestion. I could play it for everyone right tonight because I've got it as part of my library. But if you wanted to go onto Jonathan Jones' YouTube site and just type in, let me see what it's Jacqueline is who it is. Jacqueline Gray. She talks specifically about congestive heart failure and her experience with the micronutrients. Jonathan does an incredible job in, gosh, I think it's like 6-7 minutes. That interview, I've used it multiple times, and a lot of people are drawing some strength from it. And because Jonathan has it up on his YouTube channel, just do a search for it and share that with your brother right there from his phone in the hospital if they'll let him have it. So, okay.
Okay, and you said her name is
Jacqueline Gray. In fact, I'm going to just start the video and I'll be right
Okay.
back to you. But her video is right here. Her video is right here, but she says her name right here in the beginning. So let me just see.
Okay.
Well, my name is Jacqueline Gray.
Yep. So
And I was introduced to micronutrients.
Jacqueline Gray.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. You bet. My pleasure. All right. Next one, Sonia Anthony.
Hello, Jeff. Thank you
Hi.
so much for all that you do.
Mhm.
I just had a couple questions. There's two people that one has trouble with migraines consistently, and she's pretty young. Two people have neuropathy problems in their feet dealing with the nerves. So just wondering what to recommend.
I'll pull myself up here on screen with you. Right here, foundational formula, the MicroDaily EMF is where I start everybody. And we have helped many people with neuropathy. Neuropathy is a combination of poor circulation and also nerves that have gone dark. They just need to be brought back online. And that is, interestingly enough, fairly easy for bodies to correct. Once we get the micronutrient deficiencies dealt with, the body's going to be able to use those micronutrients to go in and pull down the oxidation and the inflammation. And then that circulation is able to begin. And so we've helped a lot of people. I could go over here to my library and share several experiences. One of them was just about almost 2 weeks ago here right now, where Daryl Singleton got on and talked about how bloated he was and how he couldn't even get from the parking lot to the front doors of the store, let alone get in. So Bernard, he's the one that went over there and set up that whole call, and it was just amazing to have that experience captured as part of one of these evenings. So that's where I'd start, Sonia. Yeah, MicroDaily.
Hey, Jeff,
EMF.
can I interject?
I was just gonna say, hey Bernard, can I pull you onto the screen here as well? See how we can
actually on the other person I was gonna bring out this point because I
well,
thought that and the neuropathy. He has both of them.
Wow.
And so what I did was instead of giving him a sample, I decided to go ahead and give him a bottle. If you truly love somebody, sometimes they're leery and you say, well, I'm not gonna give you a bottle unless you pay for it. Well, if you don't allow them to see that the product works, then it never have real value with them. But what I did was I gave him a bottle. I considered it a tax write-off. That's what I did. And as he got the bottle, he literally took it. And over the next 2 weeks, all of a sudden he calls me back. He said, Bernard, I said, come over to my house. I said, what? I'm busy. He said, no, you need to come over to my house. I said, okay, I'll come over there. I said, Daryl, what's up, man? And I was kind of hesitant. I thought I owed money or something, but I don't remember loaning him nothing. So I went on over to his house. And then all of a sudden he says, I need you to see something. He said, look down. I said, what? Because his feet, this guy literally looks like Thor. That's how big he is. His feet, he wears a size 13 shoe, but he is a size 10 shoe. So his feet has been swollen for 5 years. So I told him, Daryl said, look down. I said, oh. I said, well, man, he said, no, look down. He said, my feet has shrunk. I looked like he was wearing his shoes a size 10. He said, another thing, my leg was black. He said, look at this. He raised up his leg, his pants leg. His leg had went from black to back to regular color. I said, man, he said, you finally brought me up something that actually worked. His wife came over and hugged me. And she said, thank you for giving me my husband back. So for that person that said, does Micro Daily work? I cannot say whether it will work for her, but the antitypical, everyone has different results. I've been a paramedic 25 years, and I'm telling you, Micro Daily, along with Brain Boost, because it can't help me to remember, is actually the best combination I've ever seen. Back to you, Jim.
Wow. Hey, you know what? You've teased everybody, and so did I. I think I'm going to pull Daryl over onto this. In fact, I'm going to just Sonia, did that answer your questions? Are you
Yes,
good?
sir, it did.
Okay, awesome.
And it took me a while to get him over to the camera, Jeff, remember?
I know, but I'm going to share this with everybody right here because it was just that amazing. Let me just grab Daryl. This was such a choice evening.
Yes.
Yeah, let me just tell you a little experience. Bernard came to me and told me, I was out of breath a lot, losing air, couldn't speak that well because I was grasping for air. And then I had a lot of swelling, especially in my legs and feet. And it was hard to get him. So Bernard came with this stuff and told me, Daryl, you gotta try this out and take about 3 times in the morning, 3 times in the evening. So I told him I would do it. I was skeptical about it, but my feet started going down and all the swelling went out of the feet. And they were kind of like black, the feet, and the color came back in the feet. The feet shrunk down and then my legs started going down. But I started feeling a lot of tingling in my hands, because I had real big, huge hands because of the swelling.
Wow.
All that started going down. What I've been noticing at first was my voice. I was able to speak and, complete a sentence because I wasn't doing else, so that kind of slowed me down. But other than that, everything, feet and swelling been going down. I've been able to walk. I would go to the grocery store and couldn't make it to the door. That's how bad it was. Now I'm able to walk around the grocery store and do what I need to do. I'm taking care of my triplets. I got triplets, grandkids that I stay with 3 times a week, and I take care of them. I couldn't even lift them up. And I'm a big guy, I'm a big guy. But I don't know, these things have been happening since I've been taking the stuff. And I'm impressed myself because I'm here talking to you guys without stressing out.
Wow, Daryl, that's amazing. What's your diagnosis? What does the doctor diagnose you with?
Yeah, I'm just going to cut it off there. Bernard, you were amazing in the background, just coaching him through all of that. And I'm so glad that we were able to capture it. I mean, you'd address the situation where he had the swelling, had the lymphedema, those kind of things going on. But when he referenced that he couldn't even get through a sentence, that's because as human beings, we swallow air in order to speak. And he couldn't swallow enough air. He couldn't get enough in his lungs to be able to finish a sentence. And that's huge. You know what it's like to not be able to breathe. Anything else you want to add to that? You're on mute. You're on mute, my friend.
The only thing I will add to everything you said, Jeff, you did a fantastic job this evening. I tell everybody on here, if you really want to grow a successful business of actually making this something that's fun, financially rewarding, I would highly recommend help people. And that right there, everything else will fall in place. And that's what we've been doing. And I've emphasized to my team is don't even look at the money, because the money will come. But the joy is knowing that you've changed the life of people that you love, and people will never know about it unless you offer it. And one warning before I leave here, if you don't offer it, I promise you, someone else is going to come around and offer it to your people. And you're going to be so mad that you weren't the one. So take this product, and right now we're on the ground. Let's take this thing to the world and I'll see you on the beaches of the world.
Oh, fantastic. Couldn't have said it any better. Bernard, amazing. We're looking forward to just seeing that rocket ship to the top with what you got going on, and being supported like you are with your sweetheart. And I was so grateful to be able to capture her testimony the other night. So what a jewel. Awesome. All righty, you guys, thank you for everybody being on here tonight. I can't even fathom where the last hour has gone. This has been such a joy for me. I love to do these. I love to get together with y'all and answer questions and share testimonies. And just like the one that we captured from Daryl Singleton. I mean, that was just, it was right in the moment. And so if you're out with somebody or they have a fantastic experience, bring them onto these calls so that we can capture it, because who knows what that testimony can do for others. It's just so powerful. So I'm just looking here into the chat. Those of you that are not able to or have not gotten onto Jonathan Jones' YouTube channel yet, it's just his name, Jonathan Jones. He's not the only one up there. There's several Jonathan Jones, but look for his picture, just his and Joanda's picture on his channel art. So Jonathan Jones, look for that little round picture of Jonathan and Joanda, and you will be on his channel. And yeah, some fantastic videos that he's put up there. And so we'll let it go with that. Sonia says, can you elaborate on children with ADD and those fluids that build up in the lungs? Okay, you know what? We will. Let's do this. I know this is Thursday night, and Sunday we've got look at the app. Is it this Sunday that we have Dr. Prasad on with Jonathan? Just one moment. I'm gonna just
yes, he does. He sent it out to us today.
Yeah, it is. It is right there, September 4th. So on Sunday, Dr. Prasad is going to be on. So let me answer the rest of that just next Tuesday. I guess we'll all be together in this format, this group on Tuesday, and we're going to bring it with the children. Exciting changes in these young people's lives, and I'll get a chance to share with you even the experiences of some of our grandkids. So that would, I think that will do it. Yeah, thank you. And Bill, get back with Jonathan. Jonathan's got all of my contact information, and let's set up a three-way phone conversation, meet, and then help your individuals offline. So thank you, everybody. I'm gonna just say good night. I don't know if Jonathan is capturing this or not, but I've got a little piece of music that I always leave the meetings with. It's just a catchy little hey Rob, you got your hand up. I don't
know if you have time.
Yeah, we have time for you, my friend. New freedom.
Actually, it's not for me.
Okay.
One of my members in my organization is on the call, Mr.
Yes.
Bill Brady.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I would like to have him come.
Bill's here. Yeah, go ahead.
Bill, can you unmute your mic and ask your question on glutathione?
Okay. I had a question on glutathione because other companies are out with it.
Yes.
And I'm wondering what our program here, because there's so much mention about the stomach acid killing our product.
Correct.
And
killing the glutathione product.
Correct.
Yes. Yeah. So Dr. Prasad has taken just the opposite approach to a lot of these that are pushing the glutathione product. And the reason for that is because our body's own made glutathione has the chemistry that our body needs. Every little bit is tweaked a little bit. So glutathione that you're going to need in a certain part of your body needs to be converted a little bit if it's going to go to a different part or a different one over here. And so Dr. Prasad's approach is go in and give the body endogenously made antioxidants like CoQ10, like N-acetylcysteine, like alpha-lipoic acid, these types of ingredients that our bodies normally make. If the food that our food, no longer has been, it's been added to it. But his approach is have the body make its own glutathione by supporting it with those elements that the body uses to create glutathione.
Okay, the rest of my question was, the stomach acid, does that affect our products when we take them?
Just the opposite, particularly with the microdaily EMF. If somebody starts on that or the hydro and they get a little bit of an upset stomach in the beginning, it's going to work right there, because this product was designed. Dr. Prasad knew that the military, as it went out in their cargo pockets on their fatigues, this was designed to be taken just with water. So it's not going to give somebody an upset stomach, even if you don't take it with food. It was designed on purpose. So if somebody does get a little bit of upset stomach, they've got some issues, and it's going to work immediately on that. And so if that happens with anybody, get them on the phone. We'll walk them through it, because they are in for one of the best results, getting the gut right. And now that we have the probiotic boost to go along with it, I mean, that's a 1-2 punch that we just launched ourselves ahead of every other product that's out there on the market because of that combination.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. And you asked in the chat for my information. Rob's got it. Rob's got it. I texted him congratulations last night. So get with Rob, and we'll put this all together. And the individual who has these questions, let's help them if it's somebody that's part of your team.
Thank you.
All right, you bet. Thanks for coming on. You bet. Thanks, Rob. And gosh, like I said, with that, we're out of time, and so I say start the music. So. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thanks, Jeff.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night. Thank you, Jeff.
You bet. Hey, check the chat, because Daryl has put in the chat the other meetings that are going on, so you can be part of those later this evening at 6, 7, 8, 9. Coraline has her call, and we're going to be talking about bones tonight. So kind of be a fun one if you wanted to be participating in that. She is the other legacy. So Coraline and Jonathan are two legacies in the company. So, all right. Good night, everybody.
Let's go.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, good night, Jeff. I'm sorry, Habit.
That's all right.
You look a little bit alike. He's a little taller.
That's right.
Let's go.
Bye-bye.